Hi friends, continuation with the third video. See, in the RAML for this products resource we have implemented the auth headers, and for search we don't have any auth header. See, let me make a request to this. This is the search method. See, without any headers we are making the request from the postman. See, let me add the auth headers for search also. Now what we have to do is stop the server, and we have changed the YAML, right? Again we have to generate the API kit router. Go to mule, generate flows from execution fail. Okay, there is some issue. Then we have to refresh the project, then again run the project. Once we click on the run project, Mule 4, it's a completely Maven based project. If we see pom.xml file, all the dependencies were added, like related to API kit router, and all the necessary dependencies, Mule dependencies, Maven dependencies were added to this pom.xml file. See, if you want to add explicitly, we can change the version of the specific software, specific dependency. This is for HTTP connector. This is the version. Come down and see, let me search for API kit module. See, this is the API kit module. This is the version, highlighted one here. Okay, so come here, come down, and we have all the details. If I am using any new connector, Twilio connector or some other EDI connector, or some non-installed connector, we can add the dependency here. See how we have it's all while we drag and drop the connectors components, the Maven dependency automatically added. If you want to add explicitly, we can give the dependency details here. Graphical also we can add from here also. In pom.xml file also we can specify the version of the given component. See, this is the version, right? If you want, we can use the old version or new one. See, this is the Twilio connector, version is 3.0. If you want, we can use a newer version. See, it's downloading all the plugin details, everything, packaging, everything, initializing our application. After that it will deploy the application into Mule runtime. Meanwhile, what we do is we add the headers. We just add, we don't activate those headers. Auth token, client ID. See, first without sending we'll see, after that we'll enable the headers and we'll again make a another request. Auth token is token 12345. Client ID should be in this format. Okay. Let's see, is it deployed successfully? Yeah, it's deployed successfully. If you want to see how many flows, how many resources it's initializing, we can see here. See, in the initializing section, see, these are the details. This is one get method we have. This is the specific path resource slash sh, and another get method item id and application json, and another method we have post products application json. Okay, it is deployed successfully. Go, it is deployed. Let me open the Postman. Now we are disable the headers, these two headers. We'll make a request. See, bad request. See, go to console. What exception we are getting? Required header OAuth token not specified. In which path we are getting? Quick orders, line number 8. Go to 18. Okay, 18. Here in the router we got specific resource we have to identify. Okay, let me see. Actually what happened is, earlier we have added this OAuth headers only to products, this products resource. Now we have added to search. See this one. So now what we have to do is, we have to enable these two header details. Okay, in the header we have to enable and we have to give the values and then make a request. Say request is sent. Okay, let me token. Another propagate handler and for header client ID invalid value. See, here we are giving client ID differently. See, the enumeration we have provided in the RAML file is whatever I have given here. This is, compare these two. Here app is there, here APA is there. Let me change that one and again make a request. app. Okay, let me send once again request. See, now we got 200 OK response and the body of the response is this. See here, no exception came. So we have to remember that we have to provide the both the details, OAuth token and client ID, as per the RAML definition. In the RAML definition we have given as this enumeration type, as it is we have to provide. Okay, and OAuth token we have given as string. We can give another we can give any length of the string, no problem. It will we won't get any exception. See, we made another request. See, this is the okay. Like this way we can create the raml file from scratch, and we can implement the API kit router, and we can make a calls to this API kit router and using postman, uh, get method and post method. For post method we have to provide the body. Get method we have to provide the OAuth headers in the header section, and if we required any query params we have to provide those details also. Like this way we can create the raml file, and we can import that raml file, and will create the mule will automatically creates the flows for us using API kit router. Okay, the postman we can make the multiple requests. See, again let me make a request. See, this is the post request products. See, I don't give OAuth token. Let me make a request. Do we get the exception or not? See, bad request, we got bad request, 400 bad request. Go to console, see the exception details. What is the exception it is giving? See, OAuth token not specified. Required header OAuth token is not specified. See, go to header. This is the postman. Here we have params, authorization and headers. From here we have OAuth token. Then enable the OAuth token and make a request. Now we can be able to get the data. Okay, make the request for search resource also. Yeah, we can be able to see for search resource we have logger component is used. That's why we are seeing this logger component. See, logger message processor. Okay, thank you guys.